To the woman who feels like she's doing it all alone. You wake up before everyone else. The house is still quiet. The sun hasn't even risen yet. Before anyone else opens their eyes, you're already thinking, what's for breakfast? Who has school? What bills are due? Who needs a ride? What everyone else needs, before you've even had a moment to ask yourself what you need. Then the day begins. You solve problems nobody notices. You answer questions nobody else can answer. You remember birthdays, appointments, permission slips, grocery lists, phone calls, medications, the laundry, the dishes, the meals. 1,000 invisible responsibilities that somehow became yours. And somehow, people started calling it normal. You go to sleep after everyone else, not because you're finished, but because there is always one more thing to do. One more plate, one more email, one more worry, one more tomorrow to prepare for. And somewhere in the middle of all that, there was a moment. Maybe in the shower, maybe while folding clothes, maybe sitting in your car before walking inside, where your eyes filled with tears. Not because one terrible thing happened, but because you've been carrying hundreds of small heavy things for years. Quietly, without applause, without rest, without anyone asking, how are you doing? You've become so good at holding everyone else's world together that people forgot you need someone to hold you to. You tell yourself, it's okay, this is just what mothers do. This is just what wives do. This is just what strong women do. So you keep smiling. You keep showing up. You keep saying, I'm fine, even when you're running on empty. The truth? You are not tired because you're weak. You're tired because you've been carrying the emotional weight of an entire family while pretending it weighs nothing. You have been doing the work of 5 people and calling it normal. Somewhere along the way, you stopped asking for help. Not because you didn't need it, but because no one came. Or when they did, they didn't stay. So you learned something dangerous. You learned that if you wanted things done, you had to do them yourself. If you wanted people cared for, you had to be the one caring. If you wanted peace, you had to sacrifice yours. And little by little, you disappeared. Not all at once, just in tiny pieces. The hobby you loved, gone. The dreams you once had, postponed. The quiet moments where you could simply breathe, replaced by another responsibility, another expectation, another person needing something from you. And maybe the hardest part is that no one can see this kind of exhaustion, because you're still functioning, you're still smiling, still showing up, still saying, I'm okay. People only notice when you finally break. They rarely notice how long you've been bending. Listen to me carefully. Needing help does not make you less capable. Resting does not make you lazy. Crying does not make you weak. And saying, I can't do this alone anymore, is not failure. It is courage. Real courage. Your family doesn't need a perfect version of you. Your children don't need a superhero who never gets tired. They need a mother who knows that her heart matters too. A wife who remembers that she is still a person. A woman who gives herself the same kindness she gives everyone else. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to leave the dishes until tomorrow. You are allowed to rest before your body forces you to. You are allowed to choose yourself sometimes without apologizing for it. Because here's the truth. The world tells women that strength means carrying everything alone. It doesn't. Real strength is knowing when the weight has become too heavy and trusting someone else to carry it with you. You have spent so many years being everyone's safe place, being everyone's comfort, being everyone's strength. Tonight, let someone be yours, even if it's just for one conversation, one hug, one honest sentence. I'm not okay. You don't have to earn love by exhausting yourself. You don't have to prove your worth by suffering in silence. You were worthy long before you carried everyone else's burdens. So if no one has told you today, let me be the one. I see you. I see the sacrifices nobody applauds, the invisible work nobody notices, the tears nobody knows about, the strength you show every single day, even when your own heart feels empty. And I want you to remember something. You are not failing. You are surviving something incredibly difficult, with more grace than most people will ever understand. That isn't weakness. That is quiet, unstoppable, extraordinary strength. So tonight, put something down. Take one deep breath. Accept one helping hand. Rest without guilt. Because you were never meant to carry the whole world alone. And no matter how lonely it has felt, you never truly were. You are seen. You are loved. You are enough, exactly as you are.